Let's talk about your wallet here. Investopedia editor-in-chief Caleb Silver is here with more on what this could mean for just your money. So when we look at these three countries, Canada, Mexico, China, last year made up nearly half of all imports into the U.S. Let's start with where are we going to see the impact right now?
Well, everywhere from the grocery store to the car dealership to filling up your car at the pump, because basically everything is going to have a tariff slapped on it. When you think about what we import from these countries, Mexico, it's a lot of fruits, it's a lot of vegetables, obviously. It's also a lot of car parts and some natural gas. When you think about Canada, we're talking about, obviously, timber. We're talking about natural gas and oil. You saw a 10% carve out there for Canadian oil. Very interesting in this tariff thing. That's the one thing that has smaller tariff on it, but also a lot of frozen potatoes, lots of grain, lumber, and steel. And then China, this is an everything tariff. We already have about $360 billion worth of tariffs on Chinese imports from the first Trump administration that the Biden administration added to. So basically everything. You're looking at this costing consumers anywhere from $500 a year to $1,500 a year in extra cost. At this point, we haven't seen too much retaliation news yet. As soon as that starts, these prices could go up.
Caleb, you mentioned tariffs in his first term. The last time that President Trump did this, if we look back there was a study from the Federal Reserve. It found that there was a loss of American manufacturing jobs, which is interesting, and also these higher prices that we've been talking about. When would ripple effects like that start to happen, and explain those ripple effects to us?
When you think about the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in America, half of their revenue comes from exports to other countries. So if you get retaliatory measures there, that's going to increase their production costs over there, but it also increases their import costs for all the products they make here in America. And what do? They pass them on to the consumers, and either we end up paying the price with higher inflation, or we tap out, and that slows economic growth. So tariffs have this consequence where you get retaliation. We've already heard Canada talking about taxing agricultural products, alcohol, that's whiskey and bourbon, apparel, footwear, cars, and EVs. That hurts American exports as well, and it hurts jobs. It slows growth, and it messes up the supply chain, because all of a sudden, companies are wondering where they're going to get their materials from. Do they need to resource from other countries? How about their exports? This could be a supply chain nightmare for the first 6 to 12 months of this, depending on how long it lasts.
Let's talk about the stock market reaction. Last week we had a rough day on Wall Street. That was related to tech. This is not going to be that. What do we expect to see today, and where do we expect to see?
When you look at the futures right now in the stock market, it is concentrated in the Dow Industrials. We're talking about big car companies here, big pharma companies here, obviously, but companies that do a lot of exports to other countries. You're already seeing Dow futures down several hundred points. This could be one of those bad days on Wall Street again, because there's a lot of uncertainty here, and uncertainty is kryptonite for investors. We usually sell first and ask questions later. You're seeing a lot of that right now, but this is just beginning.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this the type of thing where it could be 1 or 2 rough days, or it could just keep going if a trade war keeps going?
Yeah, an escalating trade war could make this even worse over time, but right now investors are just selling in Asia, in Europe, and here in the United States before the market opens. Could be a rough one today.
All right, Caleb, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.